Could you give us a basic overview of your trading strategy? So your technicals, your fundamentals?
Well, it's pretty transparent, to be honest. I mean, the rule that I've followed for a number of years is the 80-20 rule. So the markets will move 20% of the time due to fundamental information. That's kind of creeping up now because markets are trading much more politically than, economically, I would say, because of Trump, Brexit, etc. But the other side is the side that doesn't go away, the 80%, the technical side. It's Fibonacci, Bollinger Bands, candlesticks, all the things that anybody else in the world will teach you. What I do is I look for the most obvious trading setup the average guy would do and then put tolerances in. And I'll go with the market when they're right, I'll go against them when they're wrong. Because markets can be manipulated and there are guys out there that just have more of an edge, they have more money. So what I'm not trying to do is take the markets on. I mean, I'll accept when I'm wrong and then I'll get involved when I think, I'll get in the boat, say non-farm payrolls, expect 200,000, whatever, for argument's sake, it comes at 200,000 and the S&P drops. Well, I know it's being manipulated, it's being pushed, so I won't sell it, but I'll wait for a bounce, but I'll wait for it further down. So it's all about trading smarter, not harder. We all have access to the same information, the same technicals. There's nothing I know that people can't Google, read and learn. Trading's not about that. It's about understanding yourself, your interaction with the markets, money, making money from it. That's the art of trading.
When trading, you start at 200 a point and you may add 4 more to get it up to £1,000 a point. Tell us a bit more about that.
I mean, it's just really a strategy that I've used over the years. I expect to be wrong. Like everybody else, I expect to be wrong. So I start with a smaller position and then let it build up. Because I'm no different than anybody else. I have access to the same information, the same charts. I'm not trying to say I'm a genius trader. I'm not. What I have is, an aggressive style of trading and I know my limits. So if I want to start in a position, I'm happy to start at maybe £50 a point, £20 a point, then I build it into what I think. If you average into positions, then you negate the need for a stop as such. You can use a monetary stop rather than a physical stop. So as I mentioned before, all these things about stop grabbers, the professional trading houses and the professional traders out there know how retail works. So they manipulate retail because they have more money. It's, the biggest wallet wins. It's as simple as that. So I almost position myself to be wrong. And then when I'm getting squeezed or pushed away, I'm putting more into the position. So as it comes back, as I know it will, because we're always right, it's just the timing, you make more money. So it's not necessarily a trading strategy I recommend to beginner traders or people new to trading or people with small accounts. But you can start at £1 a point and make it £5 a point. You don't always have to max yourself out. The market's so volatile now with news and can be quite thin, especially around Christmas time, that you have to give yourself a trading edge, and that comes with not putting all your eggs in one basket and going, that's my trade, that's my stop, and that's it. You have to be a bit more dynamic than that in these markets.
So trading in such huge sizes must lead to movements in your trading account.
You're going to get swings in your P&L when you're trading a spread betting platform anyway. When it makes a difference when it's hundreds of pounds or tens of thousands of pounds. Nobody likes that. Nobody. And I'm no different.
How much do you negatively average?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah. I expect to be wrong. So when I'm putting a position in, maybe it's a psychological thing, maybe I've compensated for over the years, but I'm expecting the market to tell me I'm wrong. How many times did the average trader put a trade on and he does exactly what you think? Never. So I've kind of built it in to be a little bit more negative and go, well, I'll start small, so I'm probably wrong anyway. And it's not that I'm being flippant, I start that way for a reason. So when I am going to be right and people are really feeling pain, I'm putting more size in. So the more pain for the average trader, the better it is for me. So if you're clipping £200, £300, £400, £500 a point, when you're really feeling the pain, when it comes back, it's good. And it doesn't always work. This is the thing, it's not for everybody. It's an aggressive style of trading. What I don't teach people is my trading style. Never have done. What I do is I go into individual mindsets and, teach people what's going to be good for them. And it's not really teaching. It's more, I'm interested in people who are interested in learning themselves. At InterTrader, we're very lucky that I've been given free rein to do whatever I want. So I present whatever I want, for material-wise, and I teach the same thing that everybody else does. But the really good ones are the live trades, where people follow me, listen to what I'm saying in real time, and then they see it work or not. I've been wrong. I think only twice, but I am wrong. But the rest of the time, we're talking about the fundamentals, the technicals, things hitting the markets, and people get engaged. And I respect anybody that puts their own money into the trading account and is in it with me. We're a team. I'm not against these people. We're trying to, you know, go after the big boys and go after the markets. And I realise and I understand from my own personal experience how difficult it is. And that's really, you know, what the kind of lifestyle's all about.
How do you cut losses fast without losing a significant amount?
Well, if I knew that, I'd be substantially richer. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. I think for me, I don't work in stops, as I say, I work in monetary amounts. So the psychological thing for me is knowing when enough's enough. I mean, you know, numbers get big quick when you're trading size. So, you know, if you're 10, 15, 20,000 pounds offside, sometimes you know it's going to be a tough day. It's going to be, you know, a tough trade. But that's part of the game, I'm afraid. So, you know, sometimes, most of the time as a trader, when you have that inner feeling that things aren't comfortable, that's, you know, that's really telling you you're wrong. So it's really being able to be, as I say, market neutral and be really kind of stoical about these things. A win, that's what you're there to do. A loss is part of trading. But don't let it get too big, because 10 can be 20, can be 40, can be 50 very quickly on size. And that's why, again, the size I trade, I don't really kind of advocate to people, because it's dangerous. And if you don't have a stomach for risk, then it's not for you.